Hi, I'm TR, and this is my mid-century ranch home renovation project. And in this episode, I'm going to be installing an LED light in this bedroom. Before, there was a ceiling fan in here, and after taking the blades to the head a couple times and looking at it, there was no way I could shorten it up, and besides, I really wasn't that thrilled about having this old, ugly ceiling fan in here. So I took it out while I was painting, and now it's time to start putting this room back together. And I've kind of got most all the trim work painted, and it's drying right now, so I'm killing time. So these are Avanlos, and this is a sponsored product. So we're going to do the install in the bedroom today. I've got 3 others of these to put up. This is 1680 lumens, 24 watts. And this is 5,000 Kelvin, so this is going to be a white light. And the Kelvin scale runs from about 1,000, which is red, all the way up to 10,000, which is perfectly white or nearly blue. So these are going to be in the middle, and it should provide really decent light for this room. So let's unbox this and see what we got. So these are flush mount, 12 inches in diameter. Let's see what they provide you. They should provide you everything you need to install this. So here's the light itself. It's attractive, thin. Looks pretty good. It doesn't have a ground on it, but I don't think that's too important. There is a ground here. Going on here. Oh, so this is kind of cool. They provided for a replacement for like a screw-in fixture. So this is a little adapter that would screw into the, like an old-fashioned ceiling light with just a screw-in A10 type bulb adapter is what this is. It's got a little pigtail on it. We won't be needing that today because we're going to be mounting it straight on the ceiling. I wonder what this little widget is here. I don't believe I'm going to be needing this either. I don't see any destructions, but this looks like it's going to hang right from the box in the ceiling, and that's probably going to be the way I install this. So let me go get the tools I'm going to need. I'm probably going to need a screwdriver. They do provide you with a couple of anchors here. I think I probably will go ahead and put it and mount it with anchors. It weighs about I'm guessing maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, something like that. But this is looking like it's going to be a real nice fixture. So let's see. They've provided me with some screws here. I believe these screws should go right to the ceiling box. And so I'm going to go grab a screwdriver. That looks like that, and probably a drill to mount these anchors. And that's probably about all we're going to need. So let's go get the tools pulled together, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm just going to pull the tape off from this old, what I left hanging up here was just the mount for the ceiling light. Let's get rid of that. One thing I want to do though is I want to check and make sure there's no power up here, so give me 1 second. I may need to shut the breaker off. Okay, so I've got a feeling that I'm going to have to go turn the breaker off. Let's check. Yeah, so we got power up here somewhere. Right there. So first thing you want to do before you ever start messing around with something like this is make sure you've got the breaker turned off. And in this particular case, this is a little electrical tester here. All it does is sense whether or not there's electricity. It's really inexpensive. I'll put a link in the description below to one of my Amazon store. You can pick up your own, and it's just a super handy little tool. They're really inexpensive. they could save your life. So I gotta go kill this breaker. Be right back. Okay, I got the breaker turned off. And we're safe. So first thing I'm going to do is just pull this old fixture down. This is a hanger for the fixture for the old ceiling light. Alright, so now, whoops, I am going to save this because it goes with the fixture that was up here, the old ceiling fan. Again, I'm not going to reuse it, but I'm going to donate it to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. I actually picked up a couple of doorknobs and some other things from the Restore just the other day for quite a good deal, and so hopefully they can sell this ceiling fan and make some money and use it for their good. All right, so this strap should go like here, and we're just going to reuse these screws. Actually, I don't need all those friggin' washers. Okay, that's good enough for now. Now I'm just going to take and mark where the anchors are going to go, and then we'll drill for the anchors, set the anchors, we'll put this all back together, and then hang the light up. Looks pretty simple. I will note that since this is a 1950s house, there is no ground. So this ground wire I'm going to save. I'm not going to take it off or anything because ultimately I am going to rewire the house as part of the renovation. But for right now, this will work just fine. I'll just curl this up and tuck it up in here out of the way. Again, since this light's so light, I think this is probably overkill, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm just going to mark where those go. There. And we'll pop this back off. Pencil. Now, when you're putting this up here, you don't want to tighten these up all the way right away, because you want to make sure you got yourself just a little bit of slack, right? You can see that's moving. That way you'll be able to line up and hit the screw holes better. I did happen to grab a Phillips bit for this. Alrighty. Now we can finish tightening these up. Again, just tight. You don't want to over tighten it because you could bend this bracket. Liking that. Nice and firm. Good. All right. Phooey. Okie doke. So we're going to, this red wire was the hot wire. In this case, black will be hot. I'm going to put these two together. Tighten those up nice and tight. Now the neutral. So this ground, I'm just going to roll this up, put a little loop in it here. We're just going to stick it back up in there. There we go. Hey, all right, let me go turn the breaker on. Let's see what we got. Nice. I like them so far. We're going to leave this work for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks before I publish this video. Make sure I still like them, but so far so good. It's got nice bright light. So here's a quick update on how I like these Avonco ceiling light. I really do like them. They're really good lights. This one's been great. You know, they use very little wattage, you know, a quarter of the wattage of a 100-watt bulb, but they put out quite a lot more light. You'll have to excuse some of my mess. That's just the way it is. And I did install one in the office over here. I'll show you it. So you can see that's the office one. This is 3,300, this is 3,000 lumens. So it's much warmer on that Kelvin scale than the one in the bedroom there, which was 5,000 lumens. So overall, I like them. I highly recommend them. I'll put a link to them in my Amazon store where you can support the channel below, and your support is greatly appreciated. Not bad. It was pretty easy to install. Just a couple small, simple hand tools you needed. Screwdriver, drill with appropriate size drill bit for the anchors, and the wire nuts, everything else were included with the kit. So overall, let's give this one a thumbs up. Also, if you like what you saw, give me that thumbs up. I always appreciate those. If you're not subscribed, be sure and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Got a ton of videos still to come around my mid-century ranch home renovation project. Questions or comments, you can make them below. I'll put a link to this light in my description below that will take you out to my Amazon store where you can support the channel and get a great deal on one of these flush mount ceiling LED lights. I think they look good. But for now, I think we'll call this one done. Thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Till we get together for another Mid-Century Ranch home renovation project episode, peace.